I came here for answers, not more empty promises.
More emotion.
No,
Your personal
answers.
quest is meaningless.
For answers.
If you think your actions now have consequence, you are mistaken.
The game has been telling me that they have.
Your arrival here is proof that you are closer to the next step in evolution than any of your kind. But there are things you are yet to understand.
Well, I am definitely closer than any of my kind, considering evolution is done through natural selection, or artificial selection anyway. And I'm artificially selecting a bunch of you guys. That's for sure. I'm definitely one of the ones that are gonna survive. Even if I need to have a little bit of saves coming in the midst, I don't think I will need to. We'll see what he's resilient to. But did you notice that the game was being like, look at this? That's why we didn't show you, because we wanted you to be amazed at the cool. He's just a robot. I mean, he's a cool robot. He's a nice robot. I like it. It's good. It's nice. I like it. It's good design. But he's not worth that. Yeah.
My kind. I'm not the person I was. I am no longer your slave.
You will always be an alb. All you have accomplished must have proved to you that no individual can accomplish things alone.
No.
True strength lies in the collective consciousness.
What is that?
What the free people think is irrelevant.
What is the collective consciousness?
But you, Jax,
Is it
you
ELEX?
must understand the truth. The comet that destroyed Magellan's civilization did not arrive by chance. It was sent to begin the changes to our world.
By
To
whom?
prepare it for those who follow. There is nothing we can do to stop this. We can only be ready for their arrival.
Okay, that's good.
That is the truth I have guarded, and I have been preparing our world for this day.
Okay, that's good. That's good because it goes into the direction that I was saying before about the ELEX being a sort of conduit for somebody else, and it also justifies what he's saying, that the consciousness, well, the common consciousness. I'm not really sure what it's talking about. Are we talking about what the same things that we have in Stalker about the sphere of consciousness that somehow exists, or is he talking about a coming consciousness?
Who is coming?
Those who will inherit our world.
Also, where's your helmet?
The further I evolve, the more I can hear their voices. First, as whispers. Now, as minds I can commune with.
Can we stop them?
They can divert comets and send them across vast distances. Their power is well beyond our own.
It is. Remember I was talking about Armageddon? Yeah, it's not possible to do what they did in the Armageddon movie. They can move comets. Oh boy. But then again, the beginning of the movie is also not possible, so...
If you really know the future,
He doesn't.
then tell me what will happen.
The world, as you know it, will not exist in a few years. All life that remains will be forced to obey those who come to us now. They will obey, or they will cease to exist. The world must be changed before they arrive. ELEX will see to that. But we must prepare people and gather the ELEX that will make the changes that must come.
If individuals aren't important, then why do we need you?
My destiny was set the day the comet struck our planet. ELEX transformed me. It was an accident of fate, no plan of those who follow. But it has made me their emissary. You think you fight to save our world, but it is me, and me alone, who can do that.
Can I point
You
out...
have accomplished much, Jax. But
Well...
your work is worse than futile.
Can I...
You think of yourself as a savior.
Well, that's the point.
But if we stand against these beings, we will all perish.
But the...
Now,
like, how...
At least the chosen will survive.
You don't expect me to believe all of this.
Well, you can
I
believe.
foresaw the day the comet would strike our world.
Well,
I was there when it hit.
yeah.
All my words, all my warnings,
That's
all
don't.
were ignored.
Well, because
The
they were
world
idiots.
refused
That's
to
not the-
listen until it was too late.
And now we can listen.
That day, the ELEX changed me. I was reborn,
Yes.
evolved.
That's not what evolution is. You should,
I
you're a scientist.
failed
You should know
to
this.
save us then. I will not fail again.
There's a bit of a problem
The
here,
free people
which is great.
cannot
Great problem.
be allowed to stand in our way.
But
Their infighting
that's the point.
had long stopped them from successfully interfering with our plans. All the ELEX on Magalan shall be required if we are to stand against the coming threat.
Well, that's.
You once followed my
Can you let-
word without question.
Well, you enslaved
It
me.
is a loss to us all that my influence ended with your brother's botched attempt to kill you. But now
Twice.
you know the truth and you can complete our vision.
I
together.
can know the truth. It's good.
Now the Judicator Ulbricht
But
is
that's.
dead.
Yeah, I killed
You
him.
must use your influence to stop the clerics.
No.
If you value the future
No, no.
of all you have seen, you will serve me
No.
and save our world.
No, no. This is. Oh, I love your face. I can't see it very well. This is great. It's a shame that he talks so slowly and for so long. Brevity is the like. Yes, brevity. Brevity in writing is brilliant, but it's too late to talk about that in this game. To be honest, you've known this since the beginning. This is actually. I don't know where the game is gonna go with this, but at this point, this boss is great because he's nuanced. Like it was of course written to be like that. He's nuanced. He's got a twist. He's got new information. He's got he's persuasive, and definitely will persuade many people. I don't know if he'll persuade you, fair viewer, that are now listening to me. But listen to me. He, as far as I understand it, can hear the ELEX. He can know what is coming. According to him knowing what is coming, he will use the ELEX to stand against the people who sent the comet here to that I'm not gonna call it a plot hole because that is not. That's the beauty of, I think, this boss, or I suppose it's gonna be a boss. Yeah, I put it in a very shaky way. So he's gonna listen to the ELEX that came in the comment that was sent by the people, or aliens, or whatever, that sent the comet here to force us into the next stage of evolution. That's how he's put it, but I don't think that's quite what it is. And he's gonna force us into the next stage of evolution so we can fight against the people who sent the comet here to like, you see the problem there? But that's not the issue here. Actually, that's very fixable. Because I might have misunderstood him, or he might just be misexplaining. It doesn't matter, because it's fixable by a single variation, which is saying that the aliens didn't send the comet here to force us into the next stage of evolution, but rather to, start an invasion of the Earth, or Magalan rather. Now the problem here, if we ignore that bit of plot hole, which is very well explained by a simple change in a variable. The problem here is if we take all of his saying at face value and we agree that it is true, which I have no reason to disbelieve. I have no reason to believe that he's telling lies. He is wrong. Or rather, he's not necessarily wrong, but he is just very shaky. Because what he's asking us to do is to give up our, let's put it in the terms the game puts it, our free will. Is to, die. Because we're talking about evolution. This is everyone's gonna die. Let's just put it like that. To just change the whole planet into hybrids or into whatever. I suppose it's probably gonna be more hybrids or something like that. Because he's evolving. He's saying, "Oh, we're evolving." He's probably just putting in some new graphics cards or something. I don't know what he's doing. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But he's asking us to change ourselves with the ELEX. with all of the ELEX, so we can stand against the people who are coming. The question I pose to you, and the reason why he's wrong, is this: how does he know we will stand against the people who are coming if we evolve? How does he know that? He knows that, he says, because he has seen what the ELEX has shown him. Now I ask you, wouldn't the people who sent the ELEX here want to control the Earth remotely, or Magellan remotely? Wouldn't it be in their best interest to set up someone such as him to transform the whole planet before they even come into hybrids, who then be completely subdued, easily subdued by whoever's coming, because they had the ELEX all along, and the ELEX is, of course, their tool. You see what my problem is? He is, I'm sure, out of his own goodwill, I'm sure, leading us into a trap that he is not wise enough to foresee. It's a trap. At least in all likelihood. Otherwise, the aliens are really dumb, and we don't need ELEX to kill dumb aliens. It's gonna be fine. So yeah, it's a win-win situation. Either it's a trap and the aliens are really smart, and we should avoid the trap so we can fight the aliens, or it's not a trap and the aliens are really dumb because they send the solution for the problem with the ELEX, and we really shouldn't go for the solution of the problem because the ELEX just sucks in general. So we're gonna be okay. Yeah.
Why not work with the Free People to stop these invaders? Maybe if we fight on the same side, we can defeat these beings together.
The Free People are using ELEX in their technology, their world hearts, and their magic. They are blind to its true purpose. ELEX was sent here to change our planet in preparation for those who follow.
Yeah, but that's a plot hole. Don't talk about that.
Nothing can be allowed to stop that change.
That's a plot hole.
The
Don't say
Free
it.
People understand nothing but their own personal vengeances. That is why the Alms live without emotion.
Actually, it might not be a plot hole.
That is why the Alms have succeeded.
Imagine what they could achieve if you worked with them.
They have no interest in
Also,
peace.
that's what his argument
They
was
crave only their personal
before.
victories.
Alone, you can't do anything.
Hate.
But anyway.
Emotion and greed drives their conflict, and it will be their end. It is a shame the architect of the bomb in Tavar was killed.
Well,
A few of those weapons, and we could be rid of the Free People
Nah.
and the problems
those
they
were
cause.
crappy weapons.
Is there no one amongst the Free People who could join the Chosen?
Nobody.
Thorald, the Pilgrim, was the closest to defeating me. His powers would
Yeah,
be
he's immortal.
helpful to us.
He's immortal, yeah.
But no, his emotions and self-doubt meant he needed another mage. That was his downfall. He is too emotional as well.
You are really
The
obsessed with this
mage's
emotion
connection
business.
to ELEX was so strong that
Also-
Thorald lost control of her and the ELEX. My future and that of Magellan was saved by their weakness.
No, I'm gonna kill you. Now, it might not be I don't actually. At this point, I don't think it is a plot hole. It would be a plot hole if I misunderstood it, but I think they sent the ELEX to change the world itself. And when he says the world, he really should say the planet, which is very, very different. But to change the planet itself for, just to be a hospitable place for whoever's coming. That makes more sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. But it's still my interpretation of it as being a trap, or as the possibility, because it might not be a trap. The writers could have come up with whatever they want. The possibility is still there that it would make sense for it to be a trap. And if it is not a trap, then they're dumb, because they're sort of, oh, look at that, I'll send them the tools to kill me, though to kill us. It's like trying to terraform a planet that's full of aliens that are not, they don't live in the Earth, and send them a bunch of weapons so they kill us when we arrive, and be like, oh, this is nice. So, yeah.
Your only interest is your own survival.
My vision is the only one way to save Magellan. The Chosen will evolve to serve those who follow. All ELEX must serve my purpose. All people must serve me.
I didn't come here to let you rule this world. Your time is over. My emotions don't cloud my mind. They have made me realize things about the world I could not have seen before. I did not come all this way to die at your hands. I came here to take back control of my world. Your plans were wrong then. They are wrong now. You are not the superior being you think you are.
My past is meaningless. It holds no fear. Your attempt to use it only proves that you cling to the irrelevant. Die now,
Yes.
or die at the hands of those that follow. Your death will be meaningless. Only my survival matters now.
I can't say I'm surprised that Jax didn't put it like I did. It is my interpretation. And it's just how I see things. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm right in the whole trap thing. Especially because the first impression I got out of the hybrid is that he's the emissary. He's the emissary of those who will come. Oh, he's all broken. We got this. Like, he doesn't even exercise. Dude, he should do at least some squats. What are you gonna do? What's that? Oh, that's gonna be a tough fight. Oh, no, it's not. You should at least loot him. Seriously, you're not gonna loot him? War Machine. War Machine is what these guys were. I didn't kill all 4 of them, did I? Oh, you can loot him! I think. Maybe not, actually. It doesn't show the thing. Okay, let's wait until our things are off. Oh, it is making a sound. I think this is not the last we're gonna see of him. I mean, I said... No, we can't do anything. It wouldn't make sense, since we can't loot him. Although... Sense. Are we supposed to be able to go up there? I mean, to need to go up here? I don't think so. I like this. I like this boss fight. That was a good boss fight right there. I am not joking. I like short ones that are good, because honestly, who cares? I like it. I like it. Enjoyed a lot. Also, I am very overpowered, so...
Magellan, a world reshaped by the comet. A civilization lost in fire and ash. The hybrid spoke of his plan to prepare the world for what is to come. To make us understand the changes that ELEX is making to our world. But after all the years of his secrecy, the blood that has been spilled to gather ELEX to feed his powers. Who will listen to his warning? There is power in ELEX. It has changed every living thing on Magellan. The creatures that made it, that reforged our world from out amongst the stars are coming to claim their creation. Will that mean an end to all that is here? Or will it be a gateway to evolution? It is now my task to prepare for that day.
Well, the gateway to evolution is the whole catastrophe thing that I was talking about.
To decide the future of Magellan. The hybrids era is gone. Now, all the factions must decide. I have chosen my destiny. Now they must choose theirs.
And that was ELEX, in memory of our friend and colleague, Andre Braun. Well, that'd be Pariah Bytes' friend and colleague, not mine. I didn't have the pleasure of meeting him. May he rest in peace, and yeah. That was ELEX. I still stick to the notion that if those jerks that did send us the tools to beat them, then they got nothing. But in all likelihood, they just actually needed us to join the hybrid. I don't know what other endings we might have had. I think this is the correct ending. I read somewhere a while back that it's like the canon ending is the one with the emotion. And I wonder what it's gonna mean in the next game, if there is a next game, of course. I don't really know what Pariah Bytes wants to do with like what they are working on, and I hope they're doing well. They're still around. They're still posting on Twitter and still only focusing on ELEX, not really talking about much else. So I have no idea what they're working on. This has been almost a year after release, I think. Has it been almost a year? I think it is. It has been. It was released on. Was it September or was it November? I think it was September 2017. So yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. I think it is a very fun game. I think it is a lot more fun than Gothic 3, which is the well, I finished Risen as well, but I didn't finish any other Pariah Bytes games. Yeah, I do have Gothic 1 and 2, and I will and 3, of course. And I will be doing Let's Plays of them in the channel in the future. I think I mentioned before during the Let's Play that I already recorded 2 episodes of Gothic 1, but the recording didn't turn out well. But now I have the correct tools to do that, so I can record Gothic 1 and 2. They're very different games from this. They're very old games as well. So yeah, by the time you see this, and of course, you know, because it's on YouTube and you might be seeing this years after the video goes up, I might have that Let's Play already. So yeah, look into that. Otherwise, no, I don't have it yet, but maybe soon. But yeah, that has been ELEX. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I have been Colonel RPG, and I'm very thankful that you have stuck with me through to the end of the game, and well, at least the end of the episode. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything to say about this whole thing, feel free to leave a comment down below. Leave a like as well. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.